am your host, FatDag, and you're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at FatDag.com and follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Wise Advice. You can send in your comments, your questions, your celebrations. I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Well, hello, welcome to the introductory episode of Wise Advice. And I want to take a moment to welcome you to the Wise Advice podcast. Many of you are tuning in for the very first time, and this is the first episode that you're going to come to. I kind of want to walk you through what you're going to find, what you can expect. All of this starts if you go to FatDag.com. You can see my entire weight loss history from I went from 263 down to 175, and now I hover somewhere in about 180, 185 pound range. I just kind of float around at a goal weight that I'm really happy with. It ends up being about an 80 to 90 pound weight loss, depending on which numbers you use. But man, it's completely different for me. I'm an active duty Air Force guy. I've been in the military now for 25 years, and there came a point in my journey where that drove me to get into weight loss mode because I was facing disciplinary action from the Air Force, and I had to take that. So I want to share that with you in episode 0 that I'm going to call this, so that you can kind of get an idea of what you're in store for as you listen to the future episodes. It was March 8th of 2015. I posted a photo. I was 263 and a half pounds, and I wasn't wearing a belt. My pants were very tight. I literally had issues. The waistband was cutting into my stomach, and it was terrible. And I was on a path to being kicked out of the Air Force for failing to meet fitness standards. And I absolutely love what I do. The thought that I was not going to be able to do it anymore, it really pushed me one last time to give Weight Watchers a try. And so my career, my livelihood, all of that was on the line. And that gave me the motivation to try harder than I ever have. I started this journey the same way I started every other weight loss attempt. I just tried to control my portions. I started suppressing some bad habits. And I kept my eyes on certain people who I watched in my journey in the Weight Watchers app called Connect. I watched them, and I kept seeing the success they had, and I watched them so imperfectly work the plan perfectly, and that gave me the motivation to not give up, and it taught me that not giving up is how you win. It showed me all of the possibilities, and then at that point, I started believing that I too could have those possibilities. So I began to fake it. I was trying new foods. I pretended I liked them. When I ran out of points, I stopped eating points. I began to adopt the new foods as a way of life, and I made healthier choices most of the time. And I just kept working the plan. I kept my eyes on everyone in Connect, and I watched them succeed. And when you succeeded, I wanted to succeed with you. I wanted to show. I wanted the rewards that you were getting. I wanted to be able to receive as well. And you showed me that all those rewards were worth the sacrifice. And sometimes those rewards were nothing more than a cracker. And other times the reward was a milestone achievement. And together we never, ever gave up. And I reached my lowest weight that I can remember as an adult. And I began to celebrate. And that was kind of the point where the journey was very familiar for me, because that's what I did all the times previously on Weight Watchers. And then my Weight Watchers leader, Terry, she reached out and so she just dared me to keep doing what I was doing, to adopt these new changes and these new habits and make them a new lifestyle and a new way of life. Even though that I was down 63 pounds, she's the one that showed me that it truly was a lifestyle change that I needed to continue focusing on for the rest of my life. I kind of kept with the plan. I really just kept staying with it. I stayed focused. And technically at that point, I had saved my military career, but I very easily could have reverted back and giving back to complacency. And I could have gained all the weight back because those bad habits were truly just being suppressed. I hadn't actually made the lifestyle change that I needed. I pushed forward. I pushed towards a healthy BMI weight, and the most magical thing happened. The change in my mindset during the last 10 pounds of my weight loss journey really cemented this lifestyle for good for me. I talk about it often through the podcast that you'll hear as you listen through, but the journey to the unknown really reveals the truest secret. And so today, as I record this, July 6th of 2017, I officially received a letter from the Air Force saying that I will have the ability to reach a full military retirement. So I got my weight under control. I got my lifestyle back, and the reward for me is that I get to continue serving our nation. And the choice is completely mine as to when I retire and how I end my military career. And so I'll continue to serve in this capacity. I absolutely love what I do. I love the United States of America. It's the greatest country on earth, and the opportunity for me to be able to defend it is the absolute best feeling in the world. And that letter that I received from the Air Force, it was extremely special for me because that is the part of my journey that brought me complete closure, that let me know that all of my hard work, my complete change in my lifestyle gave me my life back. And, 17 months ago, that letter did not have my name on it. That letter was not written for me. I would not have received this had I not found this tool to get me to completely change my focus, change my habits, take control of my life, and just really celebrate all of the accomplishments by being a completely different person. And so I thank everyone for being on my team, and I call you Wingman. If you're out there listening here now, you are in part of the Wingman tribe, that we will work together. And I'm truly honored to walk this journey with you because I believe in you just like you believed in me when I started. I will be forever grateful to the Weight Watchers Connect community and anybody who's walking a weight loss journey, regardless of what journey you choose. I know you can do it. I know you have the ability to reach your goals, and I'm here to help you get them. There's a handful of tools that I've developed along the way. Like I opened the show with, as FatDag.com is the website. There's a mobile app where you can hear the podcast directly in a mobile app called Wise Advice. It's available in the App Store for Apple. It's available in the Google Play Store. You can listen to the podcast anywhere you can find a podcast. In iTunes, it's there. It's on YouTube. It's in Stitcher Radio. It's on iHeartRadio. All of them, search for Wise Advice. So there's really multiple different ways where you can hear this podcast. Of course, I'm still very active in the Weight Watchers Connect community, and you can always email at onair@fatdag.com, and you send in your emails. We talk about them as part of the show, but this show is developed completely for you to share your story so that other people can see exactly what winning looks like. It can see what not giving up looks like, and it can see all the possibilities as well as highlighting the struggles that we go through so that we truly become a community. So I hope you enjoy the episodes. As you listen through, you'll notice episode 1 was, when I started the podcast, I didn't know what I was doing. Episode 1 is raw, and they go through all the way up to, the number just continue up. As of this recording, there's 80 episodes to listen to. That'll continue to grow. The show ends up being almost daily. I try and record every single evening. I do the show live from Facebook in the evenings as well, Eastern time between 10 and 11 most nights. You can catch me on Facebook Live there. The replay is always put out to YouTube. But that's how we work the program. So I want you to participate. My favorite episodes, the introduction to FatDag, is episode number 12. If you haven't heard that, go listen to that. You'll get a complete understanding of my why. And then my next favorite is episode 54, where I rehash some of that. So sit back, press play, enjoy all the free tools that are out there, and go get it done. Let me know along the way how you're doing. I can't wait to hear from you. This journey absolutely is doable. You have the ability to reach your goals. You have the ability to completely change your life. I'm here to walk that journey with you. And I want you to always know that losing weight and getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goals and go after it. I wish you good focus.